Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Sommelier Corner. I'm David, your Somm and realtor here in the area. Today we are writing about a really nice fun wine. I'm going a little bit off script here. A lot of times I write about a wine around a wine holiday, such as International Sauvignon Blanc Day, or the upcoming National Chardonnay Day, or even the Judgment of Paris celebration on May 24th, where we, America, beat the French in a blind tasting back in 1976. Definitely an unexpected underdog story. I love the movie they did on it with Alan Rickman called Bottle Shock, and I highly recommend checking that out if you have the opportunity. Anyhow, back to the wine. This Roussanne, the reason it's so interesting is that it's actually, usually used as a blended in small capacities. So you don't usually see a wine that is a lot of Roussanne, other than the Chateau Beaucastel's renowned 100% Roussanne that they have out of the Rhone. Generally, these grapes are used in the Rhone, but they're used in 5 to 10% capacities blended with a Viognier-based white Rhone blend. The great thing about Roussanne is it has very nice acid, so it really carries, and that's actually why they blend it with the Viognier and the Marsanne, because Viognier is very rich, a little bit heavy, and so this adds a little bit of zip to it and makes it to where it carries a little bit more, in my opinion. This wine is not from the Rhone, it is from the Languedoc-Roussillon, down in southeast France, not too far from Marseille and the Mediterranean. This particular appellation is called Pic Saint-Loup, and it's at the base of the Cevennes Mountains over there in the Languedoc. So those mountains have tons of different kinds of limestone soils, all of them influencing different flavors and aspects of the grape. So this particular wine, as far as tasting notes go, really nice mouthfeel, has a nice roundness, a little bit velvety feel almost, but not as buttery or rich as a Chardonnay. As I mentioned, it does have an elevated, probably a moderate to moderate plus acid, which is pretty surprising for a grape that is in such a warm region. You generally, with a higher alcohol, you don't get the acid, whereas this one does have a higher alcohol and you have some great acid with it. So it really creates a complex wine. Additionally, the flavors for this, a quick tasting note for you. I have already done the article, I've done the tasting. This particular wine has tons of white peach and a lot of tree fruit. So not so much green apple, but it does have like an Asian pear and a yellow apple in there, even a little bit of quince. And then the florals are beautiful. You have some honeysuckle, you get some a little bit of violets and even lavender. Additionally, on the mouthfeel, you get more of that richness, a little bit of a beeswax or honeyed character to it, but it still has that acid, so it kind of carries at the finish, lets you salivate a little bit. So just a really nice, intricate wine. Personally, I've really enjoyed this with some shrimp, just some grilled shrimp, as well as we had a grilled chicken entree, my wife and I, when I first got this wine. Speaking of when I first got this wine, I actually bought this wine initially at the Salt Lake City store for myself, just for some personal consumption because it sounded fun, and didn't plan on writing about it. But then when I was in the Snow Creek store, where I usually buy the wines to share with you on the Sommelier Corner, I saw it there, and I was like surprised because it is a little bit esoteric, but was very excited as well because I didn't really want to write about a Sauvignon Blanc. Even though International Sauvignon Blanc Day just passed. And I'm not really wanting to write about a Chardonnay right now either. To me, I wanted to find something fun. And this one I knew I enjoyed already, I knew it was fun, and it's not too often you get to write about a Roussanne dominant wine. So anyway, it was a lot of fun to write about. It's a lot of fun to drink too. So if you have any questions or want to talk more, please don't hesitate to give me a call. I'm happy to talk anytime. Have a great day.